Hey everybody, it's Tonya Kitsune, and in today's video we're going to react to some LGBT memes, so let's jump right into it. So this meme's like, I tried being normal once, worst 10 minutes of my life, which is true. Even before I came out as a trans woman, I've always been weird. So me being weird and queer has nothing to do with me being trans. Like, I would hyperfixate on like parts of history, but not like the normal parts. Like, I could go into 30 minutes about the fucking bicycle. Just that alone. So yeah, never been normal. And so there's this SpongeBob meme, and it's like, straight people don't need to resist gay thoughts, which is true. If you're straight, there's no reason for you to resist gay thoughts because you wouldn't have any. And that's referencing this meme. Of course, this meme is like, AI slop. But anyways, it's like, don't take the bait, right? And then her shirt says rooted in Christ. And like, for some reason, it's, a symbiote, from Spider-Man. And it's like same-sex attraction, invitation to sin. So yeah, it's like, don't take the bait. What bait, honey? Because there would be no bait. Because like that other part said, straight people don't have to worry about being attracted to the same sex. Just saying. So this meme is like, just because I'm in theater doesn't mean I'm not heterosexual. I mean, I'm not heterosexual, but not because I'm in theater. Which, oh my God, yeah, that reminds me, before I came out as trans, back when I was in high school, right? I was in theater, and they were like, oh, you're gay. And I'm like, no, I'm into girls. I'm not gay. I guess they were right, because I wasn't a man, I'm a woman, and I am attracted to girls. So yeah, I guess they were right. I am gay. But that's not why I was in theater. I like theater. I just happen to also be a lesbian. And so this one's like, I'm asexual. And the other one's like, what's that? And then SpongeBob's like, it means he's attracted to the letter A. And then Squidward's like, no, it doesn't. And then, Patrick's like, hey. And they go, stop it, Patrick, you're arousing him. That's not what asexual means, but it is pretty funny. And so this one is, because they were in the store, right? And they're a trans woman. And they were in the store, and they were, buying Midol. And, as a trans woman, the person was looking at them like, why does she need Midol? And so this person, like, rewrote the lyrics to, that Scars song by, I can't remember the name of what artist, Papa Roach. But it's like, I tear my guts open, I sew myself shut. My weakness is my tummy hurts too much. I can't sing, so I'm not going to keep singing it. Sorry. And the cramps remind us that the estradiol is real. I tear my guts open because of how they feel. And I don't know what the other one is that the other person posted. But it's like, don't want to talk about it. They say, why not? Don't want to think about it. They say, there's got to be some good reason for your little rice heat pack. But yeah, I just thought this one was pretty funny too. Like, it's not funny when you're going through it, but yeah, it's funny because it's like, they use for the first part, they use the lyrics, reorganize the lyrics to, the song Scars. So this one's like, oh, you're bi? Why didn't you buy me some time with the distraction while I crack the safe, you fucking goon? And then the other person's like, you got it, boss. Makes out with the bank teller and his wife. That reminds me of this joke that my friend was telling me. It was a real life situation. And when she came out bisexual to her dad, he's like, does that mean you're going to be all by yourself? Because you still can't get a date. And she's like, thanks a lot, Dad. But, it just reminded me of that. But yeah, this is a funny post. And so this is like a little comic strip. And it's like, just wondering, why are there so many trans folks out there who's into goth fashion? They're so cool looking, though. And I think it's just because goth community has always been, open-minded. Because they were goths have always been outcasts as well. And so, of course, they've always been open-minded to, people that don't fit in with the so-called norm of society. So they're just like openly welcome to people that are also outcasted by, society. And then the next part is like, especially you, Lilith. Also, apparently, there's a lot of goth trans peeps named Lilith, and I don't know why. And yeah, that's true. There's a lot of Liliths, Lanas, and Lily. I don't think there's a lot of Tanyas. I think I'm like one of the few Tanyas that are trans. I don't know. I had to have to look into it. I don't know if there's a lot of Tanya Kaylas out there, like they're, me. But yeah, I've met a lot of trans girls named, Lana, Lilith, Lily. Um, Met a few with, the name, I can't think of all the names right now. It's really early when I'm recording this video. But yeah, there is a lot of Liliths and Lana and Lilies. There's just certain names that, are expected, when you meet a bunch of trans people. You're gonna run into a few people with the same freaking name because it's so popular. So this meme, I guess, is directed towards, men with penises, right? And it goes, dick gets hard. Heterosexuals, think of something gay. And it's homosexuals, think of something straight. And then bisexual men are like, I don't know what the fuck I think of at all because I like both. I don't know what you would think of either. I guess baseball, cold shower, your penis getting chopped off. Since I know that, men that have, penises, I would assume that would be the last thing you would want. I don't know. I don't know what you would think of in this situation. Good luck with that. All right, so this meme right here is a little bit more serious and not joking around. But it goes, never in history have the people persecuting trans people been the good guys. And it shows a picture of Nazi persecution of gay men, lesbian, and trans people. And that is true. Did you know that in Germany at one point, there was the Hirschfeld Institute? And the person that ran it was a gay Jewish man, and he was studying sexuality and gender. And he performed some of the first gender reassignment surgeries, right? And so, yeah, he performed some of the first gender reassignment surgeries and had done a lot of research, right? Well, the Nazis, the first building that they burned was that. They burnt that to the ground. And you know that famous picture? Yeah, this famous picture where it shows the Nazis burning the books. Those are books about trans people. So the first people they attacked was a gay man who was Jewish and trans people because they rounded up all the trans people in the Hirschfeld Institute were the first people that were rounded up. So there's just a little bit of history. So yeah, people that go after trans people have never been the good guys. People that, go after the LGBTQIA plus community have never been the good guys. Just saying. Alright, so this comic strip, these two girls are like getting ice cream, right? And she's like, I'll have the Rocky Road. And the other girl's like, really? I'd peg you more as a mint chocolate chip girl. And then she's like, actually, I'll take mint chocolate chip. Give me mint chocolate chip because she wants to get pegged. And the other girl's offering it. So she's like, yeah, you know what? Give me the, mint chocolate chip because she's going to peg me more if I get that. So this is like a tag to a mattress and it's like top or bottom twin. Why are you asking? Is it for like tops and bottoms that can use that mattress? Or are you asking whether they're a top or bottom so you know what they are before they get the mattress? I don't know. I need to know. I need to know these things. I'm definitely not a bottom at all. Shh. You didn't hear anything here. Okay, so this one's like me at 16. I wish I was a girl. I hate everything about being a dude. Which, yeah, that was me before I realized I was trans. And definitely when I was younger, I was like, man, why did all the girls get all the cool clothes? I wish I could wear that. That looks cute. And I could do this or I could do that if I was a girl. And it's like, you are a girl. But the person's like, okay, but that's trans. You do get now that that's trans, right? Oh, yeah, I definitely do now. Like, there was, you know how everybody is like, oh, there was no signs. Oh, there were signs, girl. Like, there were signs. If it was a snake, it would have jumped and bit me in the ass. There were signs. Definitely signs. If they stop typing when they see you typing, they're a bottom. Nuh-uh. I was being respectful and stopped typing when she was typing this, before I responded. Yeah, I just took 20 points of damage too, other person. Yeah, I'm definitely not a bottom. I swear. I was just being respectful and seeing what she typed first so I could respond, just in case she was about to answer the question I was already asking. Yeah, that's what I'm going with. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. And so this person tweeted and she's like, I asked my girlfriend what she wants for dinner 3 separate times and she answered all of them with you. Yes, very cute, but this is why gays starve. I know, but she was being honest. She wanted you, girl. That's what she wanted to eat. I've done this plenty of times. Usually my girl just rolls her eyes and goes, other than that, other than me, what do you want to eat? So it doesn't work for me. I can't do it 3 times and keep saying the same thing because she'll just say the first time, be like, okay, yeah, I know that, but what else do you want to eat? And then it's like, oh, okay. And so this picture, yeah, this is a perfect representation of what transphobia is. So the butterfly's like, hello, I'm a butterfly. And the slug is like, hello, caterpillar, you are a caterpillar. And it's like, no, that's obviously a butterfly. Just like trans women are obviously women. Trans women are women, trans men are men, and non-binary people are valid. But yeah, this is a perfect, representation of transphobia. And so I guess this is like a screenshot, if you will, of a Netflix, screen. It goes, I looked at this and thought, oh, nice, a lesbian show. Turned to my sister and she says it's a straight dating show. Yeah, Netflix, why you be queer baiting like that? Because the way this photo is, I mean, it does seem like you're trying to advertise it as a queer show. Why didn't you put any of the guys in the picture? Why did you do this? Like, it does seem like you're queer baiting. You're like, we need to get the queer audience to watch this show. I'm just saying. I don't know if it was intentional, but it does seem like some queer bait. And so this person has the post and goes, I'm a gold star bisexual. The gold star has nothing to do with my bisexuality. I've just been very good today and I deserve one. You know what? I think I'm going to go buy some gold stars because, my girl, she's bisexual, and give her, a gold star because yesterday she was a very good girl. So yeah, I'm going to give her a gold star. And so this says, if you're in a same-sex relationship, you're legally obligated to respond to I love you with, that's gay. I mean, it's not wrong. That is gay. That's, pretty fucking gay. That's gay as can be. So this is is your child texting about blaha? And, this whole post reminds me of that thing where they were like, is your child texting about Satan? And then they tried to say, LOL meant Lucifer, our Lord. But this one's a more fun version. It's like, MTF, my toothy friend. FTM, fish, that's magnificent. And B, nautical brethren. AMAB, accepting, majestic, and beloved. AFAB, a fabulous aquatic buddy. And FFS, friend from Sweden. And HRT, hugging relaxation time. I'm down with that kind of HRT as well. Hugging relaxation time is the best. So yeah, I'm not just down with HRT as in, hormone replacement therapy. I'm also down with, hugging relaxation time. So yeah, that sounds like a cool thing for me. That sounds cool. And this one's like, I'm straight as a ruler. And it goes, the ruler, which is not straight. It reminds me of some of the stuff we used to say in high school to people that were being bigoted. They'd be like the girl would be like, no, I'm straight. And then, a girl would be like, yeah, sure you are, honey, straight to my bed. And it'd be like, no, I'm straight like a spaghetti noodle. And it goes, yeah, spaghetti noodles are straight until you stick them in some water and then they get all heated up. So yeah, I like this one. It's like straight as a ruler. Mm-hmm. This is the ruler that I'm straight as. So, yeah. So this meme, it's not a funny one. It's a serious one. And it's like, MAGA fears that RuPaul might abduct someone from a bathroom while wearing high heels, while children are taken from homes and cars by masked men with guns, which is fucking true. But real quick, if you're down with ICE, get the fuck off our page right now because you're not welcome here. I'm just fucking saying it. If you're MAGA, you're not fucking welcome on this page. You can take your shit and get the fuck out. Because this page is for marginalized groups. This page is not for conservative fucking douchebags who think it's okay to trample over somebody else's human rights. But yeah, they're like, oh, but what if a drag queen or a trans person, goes into the bathroom and snatch people? Meanwhile, there's actually a group of fucking Nazis snatching people off the street. And so this one's like, when someone says my partner instead of my boyfriend or my girlfriend, you're like, I think they might be gay. And I think back in the day, the reason that was used, especially like when you went to school, right? And you heard your teacher say that, is because, that art back in the day, that wasn't really widely accepted. Like in the United States of America, same-sex marriage wasn't legalized until 2013. So yeah, obviously people aren't going to straight up say that their partner is the same sex as them back in the day, because it could end their career, it could end their life, it could have everything taken from them because how bigoted people were in the past. When the jury is too good, that you begin questioning why you are a man and not a lesbian woman. A lot of things in the past should have told me that I was not a man and that I was a lesbian woman. Just how I viewed and looked at certain things when it came to sexuality and human bodies. Yeah. Totally not the way that a man would look at it, Guys who carried messenger bags in 2008, how's HRT going? Oh, I feel called out. I feel called out. Because, yeah, back in the early 2000s, I was, especially around 2008, I was like, oh, this is just a messenger bag. Totally not a purse. Girl, it was a fucking purse. So the original part at first is like, Call of Duty removes streamer skin after homophobic comments. And then the person's like, the punishment is a bit medieval, but I appreciate the enthusiasm. I get what was going on. Like, they meant, their skin for their character, but that's not how they said it. And so it sounds like they, literally, it's like, come here, you want to be homophobic? We're going to remove your skin. So this one's like, you've heard of be gay, do crimes, now get ready for be trans, throw hands. Oh yeah, let's throw some hands. Let's beat up this transphobia, because I'm tired of just sitting back as these people trample all over our rights. I'm gonna be trans and throw some fucking hands, girl. And so this girl was trying to be, supportive of her trans mask boyfriend, and she's like, boy, if testosterone was a pill, then I'd let you grind up a pill up and snort it off my tits. I don't think you should be snorting, the tea. But yeah, that's very, supportive towards your boyfriend. So that's fucking cool. I'm pretty sure he probably ran the fuck home if he was not home after that. So awesome. So that's all we have time for this video. Tell us in the comment section of what you thought any of these memes, or if there's any other LGBTQIA plus content that you would like me to react to, Kai, or Diamond Ash to react to. We'd love to hear your feedback. So, as always, comment down in the comment section of what you thought of any of this content. And remember, folks, that the comment section, be respectful. This is for, LGBTQI plus people and marginalized communities, and not for your bigotry, not for your homophobia and transphobia. If that's what you're going to come and do in our comment section, you can leave, because you're not welcome here. If you're going to spread homophobia, transphobia, racism, or any other form of bigotry, you can leave, because we're not down with that. And if you like this kind of content and you want to see more of it, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified of future LGBTQIA plus content that we have coming, because we got some more coming. So anyways, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. We'll see you all in the next video. I've been your host, Tonya Kitsune. Peace out.